everyone, this is Elena Ostock. I'm the Visual Arts Manager at the Banana Factory, and we're here for another session of the Stay Creative series, part of our Arts Quest at Home initiative while we're all stuck inside during the pandemic. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about mosaics. One of my favorite artists at the Banana Factory, I mean I love them all, but Kim Hogan, I've worked with her in the past and she does mosaics herself. I figured I would take this opportunity to show off a mosaic that I actually made with her. Mosaics typically involve pieces of glass, maybe ceramics, arranged and then grouted together. This one, we actually used clear glass and we did a collage underneath, so that's mostly what you're seeing there. And mosaics are so fun. It's kind of like a puzzle as you fit all of the glass pieces together. But I also recognize that most people don't have access to glass and grout and the special glue that we use to glue the glass down. So I figured we'd try a paper mosaic today. I'm just going to be using construction paper because we have that lying around the house, and it's also great. We have some construction paper that we started to use, and it's kind of cut up and folded, and it's a great way to use up some scraps. For people trying to make this a little bit more educational, mosaics, you can use really any shape of paper or glass that you want to, and you just fit it together at the end. So, this could be a good time to practice drawing and cutting out all your different shapes like circles, squares, hexagons, triangles, etc. But it doesn't totally matter, so I'm actually just going to kind of cut it into totally random shapes. Alright, and so I have cut up all of my scraps. I probably cut up more than I need to, but I had the extra supplies lying around. And like I said, I used construction paper. You can use whatever you have lying around the house. It's nice to have different colors, but you don't totally need it. But just like with this one that I made with Kim Hogan, you can really use any sort of materials you want for, especially a paper mosaic. So if you have a magazine you want to cut up, that works too. But what I'm going to do now is kind of plan out what my art project is. You can just kind of wing it and start gluing, and that's totally acceptable, but it's nice to plan. And like I was saying earlier, it's kind of puzzle-like. I mean, you cut all of the pieces apart, and now you have to put them back together. And in order to make this really look like a mosaic, I think I'm going to leave a little gap between my pieces as I plan. And I think today, it's such a beautiful day outside, and with the kind of quarantine going on, I know everybody's a little bit, missing the outside. So I'm thinking I'm going to do some sort of, maybe a landscape or something. If you want to. Alright, and I have mostly finished laying out my paper mosaic, so I'm going to start gluing it down. I like to use a glue stick, but you can use whatever glue you have around the house. One thing to keep in mind too with this process is as soon as you pick all the pieces up, you're kind of going to forget where they go. So it's nice to have a plan so you don't get totally boxed in, but I would say don't get too upset if you forget which way pieces go. It happens. So what I just did maybe was not great. I accidentally just shifted my whole paper while using the glue stick, so things to keep in mind. Maybe it's smarter to glue each piece individually, though I always feel like that takes a little bit longer. If you want to. Alright, and I am finishing up my mosaic now. I hope you guys had fun I hope you guys have fun with yours if you choose to make one. I enjoyed mine, but I also really like puzzles, so it's good for that kind of feeling. I feel like it's kind of meditative almost. You just get into the zone. But all right, here we go. Here's my finished piece. I may like trim off some of the little trailing bits, but I may not. So thank you guys so much for watching again. Keep tuning in to our creative series, our Stay Creative series, part of the Arts Quest at Home initiative again. If you do make your own artwork, please, and it doesn't have to be this mosaic either, but tag us in a picture of it and you can have a chance to be featured in our story. You can tag us at bananafactory_PA or use the hashtag Quarantine Art Club or hashtag BF Quarantine Art Club. That'll get it to us so we know to post it. And just a pro tip too, to make whoever you're living with not get a little bit too crazy. When you're done with this, make sure you put all your stuff away. I'm actually going to keep all of my little scraps for later. Maybe I'll do a collage video sometime next week and I can bring these back out again. But that is all for now. Thank you guys so much.